Okay, so it's Joel Toppin here, and I've got a package in the mail from Academy Games, and this is the arrival of the Kickstarter long-anticipated 878 Vikings. We'll just call it Vikings for short. So let's look inside the box here. This is the Kickstarter package. I got a few of the extras, but not all of them. Some of it I just thought was a little overkill, but okay, let's just see what we got in here. We got the little inserts, the plastic covers that cover up the insert that holds the components. Show you what that's all about in just a minute. If you saw my 1754 video, you know what that's about. Draw bag to draw the turn order cubes out of. Small selection of markers, counters. They're nice and thick, linen finish. A whole bunch of little soldiers. A little bit smaller than what I was expecting, but these are really nice. About wrist size, I would say. And this is a departure from the other games in the series in that there's miniatures instead of cubes. So, kind of cool. I like the change of pace. I don't have a problem with the cubes, but I'm not going to turn down little toy soldiers. So, there you are. There is an insert here with a some scenario setup information. So, there is a rule book. It is color, it is illustrated, it is also brief. Maybe a little bit longer than the others in the series, but not, you can learn this in 10-15 minutes, I'm sure. There you go, rule book. You have a map that will unfold in just a minute. I'll try not to forget that like I did in the last video. There's some little stands to hold those little, the cardboard figures. A pawn to mark the turn, special dice, and let's see, I believe there's dice in here and there's cubes that will be drawn out of the cup. There's ones for each faction in the game. It's a 4-player game, which you play, I believe you play in teams like the others in the series. Wow, much larger deck of cards. This is probably twice to 3 times as many cards as other games in the series. So, not sure what all is going on with that, but that's cool. The insert is a glorious thing of beauty. It is perforated, so you can separate each of these 6 trays. Inside here, there's an indentation to put the faction dice, faction pieces, faction deck of cards that fit right in there. And then there's these little plastic sleeve things that go over the outside and hold everything nice and tidy. So if the box turns upside down, nothing gets all scrambled up. So there you go. What's with the things on the side? Well, let me show you about that. There is these card holders, but let me unfold the map and we'll look at that in just a minute. Okay, so I've unfolded the map and it is a lot smaller than any of the others in the series. So a little bit of a surprise there. Twice as many cards, but I'd say at half the map size as the others in the series. So that's kind of surprising. Not saying I'm disappointed with that. I'm just saying that's a little bit different from the others in the series here by Academy Games. So there you go. There's the map. Nice artwork. I love the artwork for this. It might be the nicest artwork yet in the series. Okay, part of the Kickstarter add-ons I got was the card stands. They hold the cards upright for the viewer. You just slide the cards into these little plastics or the slots in these wooden strips. They're nicely painted. Probably the nicest so far I've seen of these. First encountered these was 1775. Now I have encountered a problem with them that I'll show you a quick and easy fix that I used. I found that they're a little thin. See, the cards would normally fit inside those slots there and be held upright, and my experience has been that they would fall out too easily. It's a little bit, this is just not thick enough. So what I did to solve this problem, very easy. You get some of those little rubber stoppers that you'd put underneath furniture. You can pick them up at your hardware store or do-it-yourself store. They're very inexpensive. You glue them to the bottom of these things, raise it up about 1/8 of an inch, and voila, your problem is solved. They will hold the cards upright with no chance of them falling over by accident or freak act of gravity. So these fit nicely right in that little part of the insert, and voila. So that's Vikings. Now I got a few of the Kickstarter add-ons. They're in this bag. There's some tokens. I'm not sure what they're about. Some more tokens. I don't know what they're about. And then the treaty board that holds the cards that will trigger end of game. So just like the other games in the series have like a treaty board or something of that kind, this is the one for here. It doesn't come in the base game. It was an extra add-on. Last but not least is the Viking Age Expansion, in which we find another sheet of markers, a rule book that is color. There's several different expansion pieces in here, and it's 12 pages long. There was the building miniatures, but I didn't want to spend any more extra money. So more cards came in the expansion. So these little stands will hold up leaders or something like that, I believe. And then a few more dice. And there you go. So that's Vikings by Academy Games, with the expansion, the Kickstarter stuff that I ordered with my copy. And that's what comes inside the box.